How's it going? 12 Days of Fantasy. I cracked my throat in that one. Let me try it again. 12 Days of Fantasy. God damn. Gosh dang darn it. I didn't know what we were doing this year. It's Final Fantasy XII The Zodiac Age. For anyone who doesn't know, the Zodiac Age is kind of like a remastering of the original Final Fantasy XII. So, we're playing Final Fantasy XII, ladies and gents. Ooh. I'm loving that orchestra going on right now. God damn. God damn. I have been looking forward. To this one. I don't even know where to start. I never do when I start games, really. I was looking for what we do this year. I'm not gonna lie, Final Fantasy XIV was high on that list. It was right up there with Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I didn't want to do it though because I want to do the original first. Final Fantasy VII, the original, I own that. It's, oh my god, remaster of Final Fantasy X, X2, that was up there. So many game options, but I figured, you know what? Let's go with like a game that was around in my childhood that was kind of like, I don't know, like, you'll meet a character. I looked up the names. Fran is her name, or Fran. A lot of people's, like, slap my salami sandwich meat is pretty much what I'm going at. I want the full experience. Give me vibration. Give me that shake. Give me those subtitles. Other than that, I think everything's fine. I want reorchestrated. Music, sound, voice, fine. Yeah, it's all good. Start me a new game. Let's get into this. God damn. I'm excited. 12 Days of Fantasy only happens once a year. I even got the Santa hat on. This is a more high quality one than I normally wear, and I'm really happy about it. Here we are. Square Enix presents. I don't know why the bottom of the screen doesn't want to show up. That'll be something to figure out as we go. Screw it. I guess it's a choice. You're 704. It's Final Fantasy. The names are going to be fun to memorize. Yeah. I got to figure out where the... Jar Jar? Alright, we got sexy rabbit. Very sexy rabbit. Okay. We're going in this direction for Final Fantasy. I know that there's rabbit girls, I believe, or some kind of anthropomorphic creatures. What the heck? Those like Moogles. There's a lot of anthropomorphic in this. And Chocobo. So Chocobos are here, so that's fine. Yuna and I guess Snow if you got a haircut. This is 12. Well, Snow hasn't happened yet, but Yuna's already happened, so just taking Yuna's design and tossing it wherever. Just like, well, no, Final Fantasy does, like, they do a good job creating their own characters, so I'm not going to give them that.
In the name of the Father, and in the presence of these holy relics, I hereby pronounce you man and
Oh, it's a wedding. Okay. I'm going to make sure I got one more. Let me just, I'm going to turn it up a little to see. I just need to hear if there's a voice. Alright, and the marriage goes off without a hitch. Good. The doves fly. I feel like the day will go bad and the doves will cry, Prince, as everyone knows. This is looking really good. Like, I saw someone with the original, like, gameplay style look like. God damn, the Jar Jar's in this. Ye old king.
Nabudis has fallen. Impossible.
You're shitting me.
I know not. I am sorry.
Oh, I think the old king is gonna be one of my favorite fellows.
It's only a matter of time before they reach the borders of Dalmasca.
Like, that's the thing. Like, this game was technically the next one that came out after Final Fantasy X. Like, Final Fantasy XI was a thing, but that was an MMO. This is like the first like single player game where it's just like we're gonna fill in Final Fantasy X, one of the greatest Final Fantasies ever made. We're gonna fill in those shoes right now. Good fucking luck. In my mind, the greatest Final Fantasy game ever made. Just saying. A lot of people. Here's the thing. I make that claim, and I know there's a lot of stuff going on right now, but military forces coming in. We're going to defend. We got Chocobos. We got Jar Jars. We're good to go. It's funny. I make that claim all the time. Final Fantasy X, greatest ever made. I always make it. Very few arguments ever made. Yes, tribal old man master. The sword of 1,000 truths shines brightly upon this day. Alright, man. Let's go fuck them up! You heard him, gents. Again, welcome to 12 Days of Fantasy. I don't know what I'm jumping into. Like, some of the Final Fantasies, like, I knew what I was getting into somewhat, or, like, I had an idea, or, like... Oh, shit. The Dalmasca... I'm gonna have to listen to the characters say these names. This is the border. This is, like, the fighting area. I gotta say, like, I like the airship style in this game, because, I don't know if this is... I don't think this is a spoiler. This is in, like... the main like description for things. Sky pirates are a thing. I really love pirates, so I'm totally down for this. How graphic we getting with the fights? Okay, somewhat. Not they're off screen. We gonna get any on screen? I want to know what's up with the Jar Jar Beast people. I'm liking it. I mean, this is the first level of just me watching cutscenes. I mean, I can live with it. It's 12 Days of Fantasy. Like, this is my job. Okay, so we have a bowman. I'm really getting dark, like, Dragon Age Origins openings. That prince is gonna die. Nice and appalling is, like, magic that'll hold people off. That's why you gotta build up your defense with your mages. Melee fighters are always gonna come for them. Ah, yes, the shield goo has finally fallen.
The paling's fallen. Then it's over. For my father. For my father.
I love it. It's like, no, the battle's still going. It's still up. Never mind, it's down. We lost. Oh, holy shit. This really is going like Dragon Age Origins style right now. If he dies, I better have a quest where I can go and get his body. Where have I seen these soldiers before, too? They're giving me Final Fantasy 15 enemy vibes. Man, this game came out in 2000. I think the original came out in 2006. Please run. God. I don't know how I'm going to feel about this one. Like, I like X because it's very simplistic, where it's just like, it's like a little bit tribal. Then again, like, for when this game, this is a remaster too, but still looks very, very good. I really like the look. But Final Fantasy X, very simplistic. It's like very tribal. Final Fantasy 7 was more steampunkish, but you understood that was the goal. They weren't going like high-tech crazy. This is steampunk. 15 was meant to be futuristic magic. That's like the... He died? I'm looking at the camera. Like, I know like I have like a minute or two beforehand. This dude was just introduced and died within 8 to 9 minutes of the entire video. Is this really the first... Is this first episode of me just doing commentary for Final Fantasy 12? Again, I can live with it, but title card. Okay. If I would have known it would take that long, I would have figured something out about it all. Well,
The death of Lord Rasla Heos Nabradia was but one of many tragedies to befall the kingdom of Dalmasca.
Dalmasca.
The
Okay.
air of hope that had surrounded Her Royal Highness Princess Asha's wedding was now quite lost. Dalmasca had been set adrift at the mercy of history's restless tides.
Okay.
At this time,
I like the map.
two great empires struggled for dominion over Ivalice. Arcadia in the east, Rosaria the west.
Arcadia, okay. Arcadia and Rosaria.
The invasion of the kingdom of Nabradia was Arcadia's first step in its westward march. With Lord Rasla's beloved homeland consumed by the hellfires of war, it seemed clear that Arcadia would soon mete out a like fate to Dalmasca. The fall of the fortress at Nalbina told the destruction of the greater part of Dalmasca's forces.
See, I think they should have done the story before all of that,
Was
honestly.
mounted by the order of the Knights of Dalmasca, ever brave and faithful. But against the martial might of the Arcadian armies, they stood little chance of
If this
victory.
is talking about the cutscene we just watched, this is really a waste of time. Like, I don't want to be mean, but...
Soon thereafter, Arcadia came forward, offering terms of peace, or, as one might rather put it, terms of Dalmasca's surrender.
Surrender.
Lord Romanos, King of Dalmasca, and my dear friend, had no choice but to accept these terms. It was, thus, only with reluctance that he set out for Nalbina Fortress, now under
Why is the
Arcadian
C
occupation,
capitalized?
to affix his seal to the Emperor's Treaty of Peace.
Okay,
The
so
king
I
had
think I'm
scarce
understanding
departed
it.
his royal city of Rabanasta when the remnants of the Order made their return, and not a moment too soon, for a terrible revelation awaited them.
This is giving me a Fire Emblem
The
feels
treaty
right now.
would be signed with steel and writ in royal blood.
Okay. I think I'm understanding it. So the two sides... It kind of reminds me of Risk, to be honest. So, the two sides are at war.
Can you hear me?
I hear you fine, bud.
It's as I feared.
Was good, my
They're
homies.
slowing us down.
Do not say that. Not all of us are here for love of battle. He fights to defend his homeland. Your name?
Rex, sir.
Was this the dude from the opening?
Rex. You
I
bore
can't
a
tell. I need his eyes
cost,
to open up more.
But you are still whole. Well, can you stand?
Dahlia Fortress, North Ward. Nalbina. Nalbina.
fight.
Narbina?
I'm fine, sir.
How old are you, Rex?
17, sir.
Okay, still underage in America then for anyone trying to write any fan fictions or juicy things.
brother
I've
is
seen
all I have
how
left,
Final
sir.
Fantasy goes online. I know
He's
how
2
this
years younger
goes.
than I, living in Rabanastre.
So young. You're barely old enough to be a man. You shouldn't be forced to wield a sword.
No, sir. I want to fight. For my homeland. And for my parents.
It's time, Bosch. Save the discussion for later. We must reach the king before they act, or all our efforts will be in vain.
I'm aware of the
Alrighty, we're
situation.
going in.
We found them over there!
Marcel, go ahead. I will handle this rabble.
Alright, we're finally getting to it. Is that the new Blitzball thing? Godspeed. Okay, so we found the badass. I feel he's going to die. This is always how they introduce people in fantasy games, how they die. He is going to die, or he is going to end up being evil. I am putting my money on death.
Steady, Rex. Keep your wits about you and you'll make it. We move!
Alright, Rex, we're doing this. I would normally call it here. You must always... I need to sneeze. Oh, God, I feel like this game is going to get out of control. To look around. I got my TV turned down, but I don't think he's talking. I think that's just coming up on the side. To adjust your viewing angle. Okay, good. I don't think he's saying anything, but I can't make up, well, I could make up voices, but we already know his voice. Use L to move, Rex. Walk or run with L. Use this depending on your situation. I'm well aware of how to walk in a video game. You can walk, yes. Come, stand before me. See you, bud. I explore. I'm a man of exploration. So like I was saying, I think I have the basic, who are you? Cannot talk to you, okay. Maybe I can. Can I... Anything? Oh, wait, that's... I fast-forwarded somehow. Oh, I can fast-forward the game. Okay. That's pause. Move around this. Okay, like I was saying, though, I think I understand the war that's going on. I think I get it. I think it's like there's two countries that are really just going at it with one another, and there's like two countries in the middle. It sounds like the leaders, like the daughter of a king and like the prince of a king got married, and they're both from the different countries, and they were kind of like, oh, hey, like, we're, like, unified now. Not actually, but, like, we're friends. And then the country up here, the big country, took over the tiny country up here and, like, occupied it. So now all this is one. So now it's just this one country in the middle of all of it. So by the sound of it, I guess, this country gave them a choice because they were trying to fight back and I guess got their asses kicked, of course. And the big one was kind of like, hey, you can side with us or we're going to have to roll through and kind of take you no matter what. I'm assuming that's what it is right now, by the sound of it. What's up, bud? I'm standing before you. I do see it above your head, yes. That's a talk icon. You can talk to any character showing one of... I know this is Final Fantasy 13 tutorials all over again. To talk to someone, approach them and press A. Try talking to your friend by the gate. I really don't want to. I want to talk to you again. You have a talk icon. What's up, Bosch? Do you see the marker above my... Okay, okay. Well, we did that. I am probably going to call it here. This was... What's the right word? An uneventful start to 12 Days of Fantasy here in December. We'll get to Badly, I'm guessing, in the next episode, because, I mean, if the tutorial really is just learning how to talk and interact and we don't fight for a while, I'm going to be a bit disappointed. But the game looks nice. I can say that. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. I want to thank everyone for making this possible. Thank the patrons for making this possible. And I don't say it enough in videos, but feel free to subscribe. It always helps out. I will see you guys in the next video. Later!